Welcome to SuperStaREO Training Series number 1 of 3. This is Mike Dale with Robert Weichelt, REO broker extraordinaire. He's closed over 1,300 REO transactions. He's based right here in San Diego County, California, and he's here to share his breadth and depth of experience today. In video series number 1, we want to talk about the backdrop of REO and how you actually got started in REO. It's quite an interesting story, actually.
You know, Mike, it is a funny story. I actually got into the business when I was 10 years old, no kidding. Seriously. My mother's an REO broker, has been before they invented REO, and I would come into the office, her real estate office, when I was 10 years old, and I would deliver termite reports and the real estate listing book. So I caught on at an early age.
Tell me how REO has changed over the years. I know the technology has changed. What else has changed?
You know, the technology is, back in the day, I call it the glue stick era. You know, the photo addendum with the glue stick, boom, you pop it on the photo addendum, and off the FedEx was with the package about 5 inches thick. How it's changed now, Mike, is it's less personable. It's more email, PDF, JPEG, and it's quite a bit different than it was before. It's more hand-to-hand combat before. Now it's more of a task-driven industry.
Is the REO business over, Robert?
Not by far. Unfortunately, there's a lot of loans out there, Mike. Let's talk about the pay option arms real quick. There's over 10 million pay option arms that are set to recast this calendar year alone. And I have to tell you, most people are making that interest-only payment. They will not be able to afford the recasted payment.
Some of the REO agents are complaining we're not getting the inventory right now. There's this term shadow inventory. What is your feeling on all this?
Well, you know what, the feeling on the shadow inventory, right now the numbers that I'm showing, there's over 3 years of shadow inventory alone. So to answer your previous question, Mike, is there REO? Is it over? By no means is it over. There's a lot of shadow inventory out there.
But the banks also know, Robert, that they can't release it all at once. It has to be like steady waves on the beach, you would say, right?
That is correct. What will happen is if you release too many REO properties, vacant REO properties, what's going to happen is it's going to drive down those prices and ruin other values on loans that they currently have in good standing. It'll just completely destroy the economy, the housing market in particular. So what they need to do is they need to set them out in a constant set of waves. So, for instance, Bank of America is in Vegas doing a test program where they're releasing 500 assets a month, testing it out, not flooding the market. So that's what's happening.
And they don't want to destroy the housing market by doing that slow, steady test, or drip, if you will.
Correct.
What advice do you have for brand new REO agents or REO agents who maybe were in the game 2 years ago and now say, I've given up, I'm not getting any listings, I'm not getting any BPOs? What advice do you have?
Well, the first thing I would say is come to the SuperStaREO training. We have phenomenal REO, BPO training. I would say get balance. Get not only positioned for the next wave of REOs, but get positioned, trained, and certified on the short sale side as well. Be a well-rounded real estate professional.
Okay, so we have a couple products in our real estate store right now. Those being what?
Those being REOs, that they are coming, and they're coming for the poised and positioned agents as long as they're trained and certified in the workings of REO. Number 2 thing in the store is the short sale. A lot of emphasis from the government to do a short sale. Makes a lot of sense for the bank. So us as an agent, recapping, we need short sale and REO experience together.
And the business is coming. That's definitely for sure.
In my humble opinion, Mike, yes. There's no way possible that the REO market is not coming. Now, in the tsunami type of environment, no. But in that constant set of waves we mentioned a minute ago.
Perfect. In part 2 of our video series on SuperStaREO, we're going to talk about the myths of REO and the 5 top mistakes that REO agents are making. Next time.